items wear out? Will they break? And if there's anything else you want to say about survival?
Items wearing out.
Yes.
We still don't know about items wearing out.
Yes.
He really wants items to wear out. There are things I really like about it. That's another one of those things that's easy to mess up. I don't think I'll have any argument when I say that's the
Your
case.
gun has jammed.
Yeah. I mean, that said, like part of
learn that skill.
part of like both the original Underworld games, you're a prisoner, right? Like the circumstances are different and the consequences are different. Like the second one, you have a lot more like you're a prisoner, but you're a prisoner inside a base that can support you, as opposed to like you're a prisoner in an oubliette surrounded by scraps of wood and broken knives, right? So whether we're going to land more on the Underworld 2 side or the Underworld 1 scraps of wood and broken knives part side is still less clear to me. And I think it has more than anything to do with how much time we think we can devote to doing that and not like punching ourselves in the face, because it is a feature that can go wrong.
I got a couple more that I can.
Yeah.
Are you thinking to implement an auto map?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I dearly hope so. I haven't gotten over to this day that after Underworld, like it didn't become a standard industry feature that you can take your own notes on your map.
Yes, I agree.
I'll never stop being damaged about that.
Do you think that we are closer to Thief Dishonored in tradition or Deus Ex System Shock 2?
Between the two, we're well, all right. So, because of the specific games that you chose, I assume that the question is about stealth. Whether with respect to stealth, we're closer to Thief and Dishonored or Deus Ex and System Shock 2. And I think we're closer to Deus Ex and System Shock 2 in terms of like our relationship to stealth, because we do have a variety of styles we need to support. I don't think System Shock 2 was especially great as a stealth game.
No.
But the point is still well taken that it had multiple styles. Yeah.
Right.
Hacking was kind of the System Shock 2 version of that aesthetic, right?
And one last question.
Okay. I just want to put my 2 cents there. Is that one of the things I think that we're going for is that I disliked greatly in Deus Ex is that we're not going to gimp you at the beginning of the game, so then you can get powerful.
Well, no.
Right?
No.
We're going to start at baseline and then get more powerful. I found the beginning of Deus Ex very off-putting. It's like, I'm going to go the sniper way, and it's like, my guys, like, I can't aim. And it's like worse than like a newborn baby trying to aim. We won't be doing that.
Last question is, I'm a little concerned about the no-kill goal detracting from the danger of the abyss. What unconventional approaches can we take to avoid combat?
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this kind of this I could easily spend way more time on this question than we have. So it's probably good that you saved the question for last, because otherwise it would have taken the whole hour. So speaking about just like non-combat and non-lethal approaches to the game in general, one thing there is it really gets to like how our quest design even works, right? Like one beef that I have with a lot of mission and quest design in a lot of games is that they'll give you a stated problem, and then the quest objective isn't solve that problem, it's go kill a dude, right? So, someone's been kidnapped, go kill their captors. Well, no, I mean, the goal is actually to get the guy unkidnapped. Or like, the bandits are attacking, go kill all the bandits. Well, no, the goal is for the bandits not to be attacking. They're all being dead is one way for them to not be attacking. So, like, part of where this starts, right, is to treat objectives as not implying solutions, right? And to not have the objectives be like go kill a guy. Have it be a more relatable everyday problem that like that guy may be causing a problem and killing that monster might be a way to stop it. But trying to keep us out of that box in the first place. Another thing that we want to make sure and do is we're engineering progression so that you have some choice of quests at any given time, so that even if some of them are necessarily or at least preferentially combat quests, that you won't be locked into that. And so then that gets to like, okay, so you tell me that the objective of the thing isn't to kill a guy. What are my other choices, right? And sometimes that's easy, right? Where the objective is just change the state of the world, and the only problem that monsters are causing is that they're there and they're hostile, right? And so your job is to drive them off or avoid them, or and in other cases, it's maybe a little harder. We're like, okay, we're developing a defense quest right now, and well, okay, we've talked about how we have a morale system in. If everyone on the other side has broken morale, then they're not attacking anymore, and your defense mission is successful, right? And so, part of it is making sure that the objectives support that playstyle, and then part of it is making sure that there's enough things you can do in the world, that there's even things to do other than kill guys, right?
I think one of the ways I personally try to look at it is if killing becomes the primary way of solving a situation, then we have failed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because every game does that, right?
Yeah, and it's not necessarily a very interesting situation if that's
Right.
what's going on, right?
Right.
And that's another water cooler thing too. Is that
Yeah.
you'll see that in a lot of the Fallout 4 quests. Usually, the one that we end up talking about is that town, and it's like take over that town, and there's a bunch of people you can talk to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Screw it. The game came out a
Yeah,
while ago.
spoilers are okay now.
Here's the spoilers. Everyone in the town's pretty much evil, and you can kill them at some point, or you can turn the turrets on them, or you can. There's several ways to deal with the town, or I think you can join them and find out. And
Yeah.
There's just instead of just hey, you're supposed to murder everyone.
Yeah.
The setup is a lot different. It's hey, you know that you want to capture this town, but when you get there, it's not just hey, you should join our club. It's a little tougher than that, which is interesting because then it's like, oh, how did you solve that? Well, I found a vault that was inside of the mayor's room, and that told me this. So
And it's not two guys at a water cooler saying like, I murdered everyone. Yeah, me too. So yeah.
You want to wrap it?
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. How do we wrap this up?
You want to switch real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm leaving.
Welcome back, Joe Fielder.
So
This
yeah,
is me
just
vamping
wanted
for a
to
couple
say,
seconds.
Thanks everybody for your support, and thanks for attending the first of the developer roundtables for Underworld Ascendant. We'll be announcing timing for future ones soon.
And I encourage everyone to follow up discussion on our forums.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please log on into our forums. Let us know what topics you want us to talk about, what questions you have. That'd be great. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks again for all your feedback.
Thanks.
And Chris is